Hi there everybody, and welcome to my video on how to make your own wader drying rack. Hope you enjoy it.
Hey everybody, today I thought I'd come up with a practical solution to a problem I've had. I have trouble with drying my waders, and so I thought I would maybe build kind of a drying rack for them, because you're not really supposed to hang them by their straps, because it's kind of hard on the attachment points. If you throw them over something, the air doesn't circulate because it's cut off here. So I thought if I had like a tube structure inside, I might be able to get them to dry out a little faster. Because they're tubes, I might get a little bit of airflow and kind of things like that. So came up with kind of a design for it, and I'm going to kind of put it together here today for you, and we'll see how it works. So first thing is we got a bunch of 2-inch central vac PVC tubing, so it's not the really thick stuff. It's a little bit cheaper usually because it's thinner. And then we got a bunch of fittings here to kind of put it together. And just kind of playing with it a little bit, it looks like I probably won't need the cement that comes along with it, just because they're pretty tight already in the joints, so I don't know if I'm going to need that. I might just take that back. So I've got different lengths of things here. I've got the 2 leg tubes. The 2 leg tubes here are 36 inches long each. There's some chest tubes that'll go kind of in the chest part of the waders. They're 24 inches long each. I've got a brace that's going to go across through the chest to kind of solidify the legs so they don't wobble too much. That's 12 inches. And then on the base that holds the whole rack, I also have 2 12-inch braces. And then there's just a couple of feet here, 4 or 5-inch pieces of pipe to act kind of as feet. And then we've got 8 T fittings that'll allow us to kind of put the thing together. These are the 2 tubes for the feet, and they are 7 inches long each. I also have a coupler that goes on the end so that there's no jagged kind of cut ends going through the waders when you put them on, when you put the waders on the rack, that is. So they're going to have just these fittings on the end, and rather than a cap, because the cap, of course, would then not allow any air to flow. Considered possibly drilling holes in the feet, but because this is only 2-inch tubing, it's not very thick, so there's quite a bit of room kind of around it inside the wader. So I'll see how they work, and if I find they're not drying very well, then I probably will drill some holes through the tubes and just get a little bit more airflow through them that way. So we'll kind of start with the assembly part here. We'll build kind of our feet first here. Yeah, whoop, got that backwards. It'll work. Okay, so we're going to put our base together first. I put the left one on the right, but it's not going to make any difference. Alright, we want to try and get those as square as we can. Like I say, they do fit pretty tight, so I'm not too worried about having to use the cement so much. So they fit really tight. It's probably because I didn't cut them real square. Okay, so now we've got part of the base set up. Now what we need is that we need to put the center ones on. These ones are going to sit upright because they're the ones that are going to hold up the upright part of the rack. Ooh, there's one of the factory ones. That one slides on really good for some reason. Okay. Right, a couple more of the feet here. Alrighty. And square there. Okay, so that's going to act as our base. So set that here. Okay, and then we're going to put our kind of chest pieces in. Okay, somewhat square. All right, then we're going to put in our chest brace. Okay, and then we'll put on our feet, our leg tubes. Alright, then put on our 45s for the feet. And then our little end couplers. Almost there. Okay, now throw the waders on there. And there you have it. Actually, I put these on backwards, but and here's what it looks like when they're put on the right way, front way, so that now those 45-degree angle feet pieces actually go in to the feet. Holds them nice, and there's quite a bit of room here for the air to flow. And again, those ends are also not capped, so that they should be able to allow the air to flow through there fairly easily. And you can see there's plenty of room here down below. It's stretched out enough that, there's air going to flow through there. Yeah, I think that's definitely going to work. So there we have it, kind of a homemade drying rack just out of PVC pipe. I'll put in the kind of the video here somewhere with the costs and whatever that I kind of figured out for that. And I think that's going to work for drying out my waders. Thanks for watching, everybody. Tight lines.